how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Anderson. I am Zach Anderson. Today we are here at Sage Sound Studios for the 39th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Lyon Street Fire. So,
Hey.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Please introduce yourselves and your instruments.
I'm Michael Hunton. I sing, I play guitar.
You want to go?
My name is Charlotte, and I sing harmony and the shaker.
My name is Jonathan, and I play the piano and harmonica.
Excellent. And I know there's several other members that are not currently here, but we'll give them a nice little shout out. So,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to ask you the difficult questions, as long as it has something to do with the letters of your band name. So we'll start with L. How did Lyon Street Fire form? Any memorable moments from your first gig together?
So I used to write and do my own solo folk act under my own name, and then we used to play shows in New York, and I was kind of wanted to play a louder sound, and so I had this basically fire pit in Worcester Square on Lyon Street, and we would all go there and drink whiskey and have hangs, and these guys are all musicians, and we got a bunch of good musicians together, and we started playing, and that's basically how we started, you know.
I think like our first gig together was on a New Haven Green, just like, you know, in the middle of on a bench in the park, just playing the harmonica and guitar. And,
Johnny had it, yeah.
And then, you know, the homeless people were just like dancing and loving it. It was great.
We had a little lantern on the sidewalk, so people knew we were playing. That was
good. That was cool.
Guitar and harmonica. It was
Nice.
a good time.
Excellent. And now it's just been a year, a little bit more than a year since your debut self-titled album came out. Tell me about that.
So it's basically it's a conglomerate of songs that I had written in like different travels. I lived in a bunch of different places up and down the East Coast, and wrote that. It's interesting because I wrote them all, recorded them, and the band actually is different people than everyone that's actually playing on the album, except for Charlotte. She's on 2 songs, but it's kind of interesting because what they've added to the songs over the course of when we've been playing them live, they're starting to take on their own sound now, and they're sort of different than even how they recorded. They sound different how we play them together as a band. But it's basically a song about travel songs, travel lyrics, heartbreaks and emotions, and just I don't know. Some of it's just missing home. A lot of a lot of different types of stories in there. But yeah.
Excellent. I haven't listened to it a lot, so I really enjoy it.
Cool.
Now, how do you guys go about choosing a set list order? Is it does it follow one person? Is it a collaborative event? Do you guys think about it a lot ahead of time, or do you change it up on the fly depending on how people react to certain songs?
So today's set list I just received like 2 minutes ago. So it's I don't know, like sometimes, like usually we make these decisions together, and then we just decide, like what is the vibe of the venue we're gonna play, and do you want to start strong, or do you want to build it up a little bit, and then I think that's basically it.
Yeah, we all get together at our house before the show because that's where we practice.
Yeah.
And we kind of go over it then, and I think it's like a group effort that we all kind of contribute to what songs we think would sound good based on the venue, and kind of all come up with it together.
Excellent, awesome. Now, is there anything that's necessary for you guys to do before a show? Do you guys have any like pre-show rituals?
Shots.
Sometimes we'll do a shot of bourbon.
Yeah.
Usually a cheers to bourbon. Yeah, and it just kind of loosens you up a bit.
Right.
Do that.
Takes the nerves out.
Yeah. Nice.
Other than that, that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Bourbon.
Sounds good. Now your songwriting process, so we touched on it a little bit, but now does it usually fall on you to start with, and then everyone joins in after, or does it other people come up with ideas as well first, and then just work on it from there?
So it's a variety of things. It's kind of like I usually start out with the general song idea, the story, or sometimes it's the music. Most of the times it's a combination of both. I'll kind of go by myself and write the lyrics and kind of organize the lyrics and stuff. Sometimes it starts with a good beat, and we'll work through that beat and put lyrics to it. Other times the lyrics and the melody come first, and then we fill in with the sound later. But we've actually been writing a ton together as a band.
Yeah.
And we have almost another album's worth of songs that are in the making, and that's actually been a great process, because instead of me just writing it by myself, now I can come up with an idea, play it down in our basement, and everyone's like, oh, we should do this here, we should do that there, and they fill in these parts that I would never think of, and it's so much more fun to do it that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like an iterative process, you know, like it's, you know, it starts somewhere and then you never know how the song sounds in the end, right? Like it's always going to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what is the funniest or most bizarre fan interaction you've experienced?
Fan interaction. Oh.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
You could be on stage, it could be after a show, before a show.
I don't know if I have a really funny one, I'll be honest. I don't know that I have anyone that's really funny. I know there's one where it was like a Sunday show at Cafe 9 that I played, and there was nobody there. It was a summer in New Haven, and there was a group of like 70-year-old men and women, 4 of them sitting at this table. It was me and them, and that was the whole show. It was like an intimate, private concert just playing for them, and that was actually pretty cool and really weird. Like they may have well been drinking coffee or like tea while I was playing the show, and it was like a private show. But I can't think of any like crazy.
No, not yet.
Crazy fan.
No, I mean.
Thing, yeah.
Well, it's still a pretty interesting story, though.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. So I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourselves that many people might not know. Since we have 3 people here, might as well just do one each.
What you got?
And a fun or interesting fact about myself. I have a tattoo on my lip that says smile.
All right.
I'm German.
I'm from New Jersey.
Okay. It's very random.
It is, but it's my jean outfit. That's where it comes
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show. If you want to check out Lyon Street Fire, please visit the link below. And now we'll cut to a performance from Lyon Street Fire. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Now the day's laying low, I put my suitcase on the floor as I sit in the station for the night. I find a place on the floor right outside that old track door. I tilt my head down, rest my eyes for a while. 'Cause it's 2 a.m. in Midtown, and that train don't leave till 5. And I'm tired of the city, I gotta make it home tonight. I'm heading back up to New England with my ride by my side. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. in Midtown, and I'm waiting on the ride. Well, down below